Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and today we had a ton of announcements due to Gamescom 2021. So we have a lot to go over. I'm going to kind of shore everything up, give some quick thoughts and opinions, just to put that out there. In case you did miss any of the news today, you can go and find that via any typical Google search and everything after we're done here. So stay for the ride. Let's go ahead and break down everything that was announced today as quick as possible without being too quick. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright, so back at it here. We do have a ton of announcements to go over that was dropped via Gamescom today, 2021. I do want to say right off the bat that I thought this was better than E3. I liked a lot of the games that were announced. Some of them kind of overstayed their welcome with some of the trailers, and gameplay was a little too long. However, as a whole, I think this was done very, very well. And a lot of good surprises and a lot of good games in store. So very excited for that. So let's start off here. We're going to kind of do a quick fire, but I'm going to give my thoughts on it here. So if we're starting off here, Saints Row Reboot was revealed. So just straight up Saints Row. I'm going to pull some of this from Polygon.com. But they state there's a new Saints Row. It's just called Saints Row, like they said. Developer Volition showed off the look and the feel of Saints Row. It is coming in 2022. To be exact, February 25th of 2022. So not too long to wait. It'll be here before we know it, I'm sure. This comes to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X, Windows PC, Epic Game Store, all that stuff. So this did look really good. I'm looking to see what happens more and more with it. So with the reboot, I know they could do more with it. So it looks like they took this back and said, okay, the series is fun, it's wacky, it's crazy, it's a GTA clone, but in another sense altogether, right? So they kind of took this back, have a little more zaniness, not zaniness, but a little more seriousness to it, in my opinion, from what I've seen. Maybe that's not the case, but looks really good. Looking forward to checking this out for sure. I am a Saints Row fan. Always fun to play there. So next on the announcement, we did get something I was very happy about. The long-rumored XCOM developer did end up coming true. Midnight Suns, S-U-N-S, is a new Marvel strategy game from XCOM creators. So they did get this announcement trailer. At first I was like, what's going on? Is this that new mobile game that dropped today? But no, this is a brand new strategy game. So Fire Access is making a Marvel superheroes game inspired by, but very different from XCOM. Marvel's Midnight Suns is led by Jake Solomon, designer of XCOM, Enemy Unknown, and XCOM 2. Features characters like Iron Man, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Blade, and my favorite, Ghost Rider. Even though this does look to be the Robbie Reyes version, still fine. And Wolverine in a turn-based tactical battles. It's coming to console and PC March 2022. Hopefully this does not get delayed. Looks really, really good in my opinion. So hopefully it's not as hard as XCOM. XCOM can be very difficult. The other part of this that some people are for and some people are not, you have a playable character that you customize, and that's going to be kind of the main protagonist and the theme around the events here happening. I don't really care for the customizable stuff when it comes to creating your own character. I like to be part of the Marvel universe, as playing it was one of my favorites and kind of taking on their aspect and into that story, but we'll see what happens here. So if anybody remembers, what was that other like Ultimate Alliance like game that was, I think, X-Men only, and they had a new character they introduced. It wasn't really customizable, but they were introduced, and I was like, what is this? But hopefully it doesn't end up being the case there. So moving on, Halo Infinite does get a release date and a new controller and a console. So that's really good news here. Microsoft made it official at Gamescom that Halo Infinite is coming to Xbox and Windows PC on December 8th, which I believe is the multiplayer part. This might also be single player campaign. I'm not sure, so let me know in the comments below if that is the case. What's more, Microsoft is releasing a very nice looking Master Chief inspired Xbox Elite Wireless Series 2 controller, which does look very good, very nice, but here we are, another iteration of a controller. We just had the Forza one introduced yesterday. So here's another one. I love controllers and new looks and cosmetics and all that. So sometimes too much is too much, less is more kind of thing, or slowly trickle it out. But more options, right? Some of you might like it and you don't bite at every controller that's out there like I do. And then also a Halo 20th anniversary Xbox Series X console later this year. Apparently this went on pre-sale. I was unaware of that. But it does look a lot better than just the typical black square box. This actually has some character to it, so very happy to see that on the design, because I knew they could do more with the design rather than just this basic black rectangular square brick thing. I like to see more from consoles now, especially when you see PCs and you can flare them up, right? The only concern I have and had with this is here we are, a new model, not a new model, but a new, special edition console, and the thing hasn't even been out a year yet. And here we go. It will be pretty much by the time this is released, but the pre-orders already went live. So let's say, for example, you already bought one, you already have one. Odds are that not everybody does, obviously, because they're still hard to get a hold of. But in my opinion, it's like, I would hold off just a little bit. I understand the anniversary's there and all that, but just hold off a little bit, because let's get more consoles in folks' hands. This is very difficult to come across, and I know a lot of people got a hold of it, but I'm sure a lot of the scalpers got on there, and this is just going to exponentially increase that as well. Not that that would probably change down the line, but I just find it a little odd that we're less than a year out and we already have a new special edition, right? So whatever, it doesn't affect anything, I guess, really. I just find it kind of odd, but I guess it would be, a little more odd if everybody had an Xbox One or Series X already, and then that came out, and then they're like, dude, I just bought this. So hopefully they go to the folks that don't already have the system, and it's just kind of a win-win, but there you go. So yeah, if you got the cash, you were able to pre-order that. Next on the list, we did get a final announcement as well for Horizon Forbidden West, and yes, it has been delayed. So like I told you from many videos, if you can go back to each commentary video like this, and I mention it almost every time, it's not hitting in November. We would have heard something by now. It's not happening. The latest it's going to hit is March, maybe April, and that's being very pessimistic, but I said March, if not just a tad bit earlier. Lo and behold, it was announced that it's coming February 2022. So again, real soon, a little later than originally planned to make up for the bad but expected news about Forbidden West release date. Guerrilla did release a new patch, by the way, for Horizon Zero Dawn, enabling 60 frames per second gameplay on the PS5. So I might have to check that out, because I still have not platinumed Horizon Zero Dawn, right? So looking forward to that. But yeah, February is right there in the time frame I thought it would happen. I don't know. I think I've just been so in tune with the gaming stuff. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I've been so in tune with everything for so long, since the age of 3. I can really feel things out and tell you, hey, is this going to be delayed further? Is this not? This, that, and the other. So February, not too far out, and it gives me the ability to have fun with some of the games I already have and tackle my backlog a little bit. So I'm not too worried about that. And we got some games this year. We had Return on Ratchet and Clank and all that. But anyways, let's move on. Apologies. Death Stranding Director's Cut has a bunch of new stuff. So you do have that. I did watch the video. Whatever. For those of you that are a fan of that game, cool. And you get some more from it. There is a lot more going on with it. So it's cool it's being supported that way, and there's a lot more that you can do with it, and travel and deliver and this and that. So really cool. I appreciate it for what it was, but it's not something I'm going to be picking up personally. But let me know in the comments below if this is something you're interested in, or if you planned on getting the director's cut. I'd be very interested to hear if there's, a whole lot of folks out there that actually care about that, but we'll see. Sales will tell us, right? We also did get a first look at Call of Duty Vanguard gameplay. This is what I was talking about a little earlier in regards to a very long gameplay session. I don't care about Call of Duty personally. I know for the Call of Duty fans out there, you're probably like, blasphemy. I love it. This is life. And if so, enjoy. and enjoy this game, but I thought that was a little too long. I don't care. It looked like another Call of Duty game, first person. Cool. I'm sure the story's great and all that. But man, I'm so burnt out. If there's two series I'm super burnt out on, it's Call of Duty, and I know I'm going to get flack for this as well, and Assassin's Creed. There's just so many iterations. They all play very similarly, and just, I have no more juice left in the tank for it in regards to giving a care. I just don't. So that's just me. If you enjoy it, enjoy what you want. That's part of gaming. What makes you happy, right? So enjoy it if you enjoy it. Me, big hard pass. Persona 5 is crossing over to Super Monkey Ball, so you're going to get Morgana. They do join as a DLC playable character in Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, so there is that. Again, I'm like whatever for Super Monkey Ball. Pretty cool little snippet from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Shredder's Revenge. They did announce and add April O'Neil, so she is a playable character and can kick some butt at it. So really cool to see. They throw back to the 80s versions. It looks like the 80s or early 90s, I would say, even for Ninja Turtles and April O'Neil. The aesthetics and look just keeps looking better and better. It looks so fun, really nostalgic, and I hope it looks this way. That's just not always the case, but I hope it's as smooth as possible, because I love those side scrollers that are smooth and it's not kind of blocky or you feel like you're missing your hits and on the screen when it's 2D like that. But really, really cool. Looking forward to it. To me, it looks like on the cover art, they added April on the side. I feel like on the other side, they could probably add another person, possibly Splinter, Casey Jones, something like that. Maybe even Metalhead, maybe something like that. That'd be cool. So we'll see what happens there, but or even Yoshimbo the bunny, Samurai Bunny. I don't know, I'm just going crazy here. I think they're going to keep it pretty basic, but looking forward to this one. Very big fan, so hopefully you are too. So going down the list here, that was some of the main stuff there. I just wanted to kind of hit out of the park. All right, so what I did find here as well, to make sure I didn't miss anything, was Fall Guys does get Disney's The Jungle Book crossover early next month. So you get Mowgli, Baloo, King Louie, and Shere Khan. So tiger, monkey, bear, and the human Mowgli, right? Really cool. Fits with the jungle theme for the year. So there's that. Going down, we have a game called Doki V, I believe is what it's called. It is an open world adventure that feels like Pokemon meets Splatoon. Looked really interesting. At first, I'm like, what's going on? Kind of had a catchy little theme song. This is one of those trailers that went on a little bit too long. Probably could have cut it down quite a bit. And maybe had a in-depth analysis later on. But this does look really intriguing. I am going to keep my eye on this one because it looks like something up my alley as far as the gameplay and what it can offer. So Outlast Trials reveals a bloody new trailer, teases cooperative play as well, so there was that. Sword and Sorcery co-creators new game Jet, The Far Shore is coming this fall. Riders Republic, this is something I've had my eye on. The beta opens to public for the weekend for free, so everybody can get in there. So regardless of PC or console, get in there, download the beta, check it out, see if it's something you like, and grab the game if it's really that good. I heard good things about it. I will be checking it out myself for this week as well. On top of that, we got the Midnight Fight Express, which is made by One Dev, which is very interesting. This game looked really good. Keeping my eye on this as well. So you get to punch, shoot on trains, next to trains, and an elevator, on an airplane, and above trains. All sorts of stuff you could do. So it looked really good. So on top of that, we also got an addition to that. We had another Sifu breakdown as well. Looked really well. Jeff Keighley came out and said, hey, I got my hands on this. This is a mix of Batman Arkham series, so really fluid, and the style of an actual fighting game, smoothness, it all just feels really good. So the more I keep seeing of this game, looks really, really good. Try not to get overhyped because I love martial arts stuff and I love that type of openness, and you get in there and start to beat the crud out of people in 3D, and if it works very well, that's why I enjoyed Batman, that's why I loved Spider-Man's combat. That's some of the best as well. So really cool. Can't wait to check that out. But this is the main highlights I wanted to bring to you without making this a 60-minute video and really breaking it down. Overall, I think the event did really, really well. I liked all the announcements. The Xbox stuff was cool. The third-party stuff was cool. The PlayStation stuff was cool. You name it. I really enjoyed the Xbox controller designs. I thought the new console reveal was very cool looking. Again, personal preference, I would have maybe waited on that as far as getting everybody's original in there. But so be it. It's the anniversary. Have fun with it, right? So it looked really good, and just the games looked really great. Looking forward to the Horizon 60 frames per second, the Riders Republic beta kicking off this week and all that. So looks really good. But let me know in the comments below if all of you have checked this out. If you haven't, check out the information in more detail. Let me know your thoughts and opinions below, if anything caught your eye and if anything stands out, and if you're excited about anything else, let me know. I'd like to interact with you, and we'll go from there. Right now, we are at 111 subs. We can see if we can get to 150. That's the next goal, so hopefully we can do that. Thank you for everybody, your support, everything in between. Really means a lot. So thanks again. I'll let you get back to it. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and until next time, we'll see you on the next Xvault Gaming video. Take care.